click of the ballpoint on a plastic chain, a rim shuffle in the light of the rain. The chime of the door is a minor key in the quiet heart of the post office seat. An old man clutching a velvet card with a handwriting style that is beautifully hard. A girl in a pocket with a box full of coats, holding the ghost of the thing she loves most. Checking the clock, then checking the floor, wondering what we are all waiting for. The carpet is worn in a circular track, no turning away and no looking back. A collective breath in a stagnant air, the static of the things we don't want to share. One step forward, 11 crawl, watching the shadows move down the wall. It is first class patience on a Tuesday noon, singing a slow and a heavy tune, reading the maps on a stranger's face in the middle of this crowded space. Every parcel is a piece of a life, the joy and the worry and the sharp edge strife. Talk behind the safety glass, watching the afternoon slowly pass. The scent of the tape and the dry old ink, giving the brain a moment to think. A businessman tapping a nervous beat, dreaming of the noise of the open street. A grandmother waiting for a pension to pay, counting the moments of a silver day. A collective breath in a stagnant air, the static of the things we don't want to share. One step forward and even crawl, watching the shadows move down the wall. It is first class patience on a Tuesday noon, singing a slow and a heavy tune, reading the maps on a stranger's face in the middle of this crowded space. Every parcel is a piece of a life, the joy and the worry and the sharp edge strife.
Funky bass line under the fluorescent hum, beating the skin of a communal drum.
We are sending a secret away to the tomorrow of another day. A registered letter or a heavy box, testing the strength of the hidden locks. In the silence of the line we find the beautiful mess of the humankind. It is first class patience on a Tuesday noon, singing a slow and a heavy tune, reading the maps on a stranger's face in the middle of this crowded space. Every parcel is a piece of a life, the joy and the worry and the sharp edge strife. Next please step to the light, everything is gonna be alright. Registered rhythm, first class patience, under the red and white, under the red and white. Please. February frost on the window pane, while we're tracing maps of the Somerset rain. The radiator hums a lonely lo-fi beat, but I'm already feeling the midsummer heat. You're showing me clips on a cracked phone screen of a velvet crowd and a valley of green. We'll fight for the tickets when the clock strikes 9, a digital prayer for a moment sublime. It's more than a party, it's a state of the soul, to lose our direction and find the control. Glastonbury dreams in the dead of the night, waiting for the flare of the pyramid light, with our wellies in the mud and our hearts in the sky, watching the worthy farm sun go by. Next June is a promise that we're gonna keep, a secret so golden it's waking my sleep. Just you We'll find a high ridge by the stone circle trees and let the wild rhythm bring us down to our knees. No signal, no schedule, no worries at all. Just the echo of flags when the evening falls. I can see you already with glitter and dust in a world made of magic and a world made of us. We'll fight for the tickets when the clock strikes 9. A digital prayer for a moment sublime. It's more than a party, it's a state of the soul, to lose our direction and find the control. Glastonbury dreams in the dead of the night, waiting for the flare of the pyramid light, with our wellies in the mud and our hearts in the sky, watching the worthy farm sun go by. Next June is a promise that we're gonna keep, a secret so golden it's waking my sleep. Just you and the music in me. They say the seasons are heavy and long, but we've already started the opening song. It's the anchor we drop in the middle of May, the light at the end of a monochrome day. I'll be there beside you when the headliner plays. Oh, Glastonbury dreams in the dead of the night, waiting for the flare of the pyramid light, with our wellies in the mud and our hearts in the sky, watching the worthy farm sun go by. Next June is a promise that we're gonna keep, a secret so golden it's waking my sleep. Just you and the music in me. Worthy farm in your arms, wait for the solstice, for the sound, feet on the hallowed ground. Glastonbury dreams, see you in June, see you in June, under the festival moon. Glastonbury dreams. The embankment's cold and the sky is bruised with all the colors that the city used. The tide is pulling at the muddy floor, dragging the static away from the shore. I've got a pocket full of heavy stones, polished smooth like old hollow bones. Each one a maybe and each one a why, under the weight of the low-hanging sky. The currents don't care about the plans I've made or the price for the games that I've already played. The sludge and the salt are a beautiful mess, offering a cure for the mental distress. Throw them in the Mercury River tonight, let the grey water wash away the light. Deep in the silk where the worries can't float, sinking the anchor and burning the boat. The Thames is a witness and the Thames is a grave. For every confession the heart couldn't say. Watch the circles as they widen and break, erasing the path of the choices I make. The London Bridge is a silhouette spine, dividing the dark from the thin silver line. It's not quite a cleansing, it's more of a trade, to leave all the ghosts in the watery shade. The rhythm is murky, the rhythm is deep, where the restless secrets finally sleep. The currents don't care about the plans I've made or the price for the games that I've already played. The sludge and the salt are a beautiful mess, offering a cure for the mental distress. Throw them in the Mercury River tonight, let the grey water wash away the light. Deep in the silk where the worries can't float, sinking the anchor and burning the boat. And the Thames is a grave for every confession the heart couldn't say. It's been rolling since the dawn of the crown, watching the kingdoms go up and go down. My little troubles are grains in the sand, slipping away from my trembling hand. Let the salt take the sting. Let the river be king. Throw them in the Mercury River tonight. Let the gray water wash away the light. Deep in the silt where the worries can't float, sink in the anchor and burn in the boat. The Thames is a witness, and the Thames is a grave for every confession the heart couldn't say. Let it flow, let it go, gray on gray. The London way, sinking deep, Mercury River, the watery livers. Ooh, the water that delivers. The sugar cube is melting in the porcelain cup. I'm keeping my eyes down while you're looking up. The syntax is perfect, the grammar is fine. Just drawing a perfectly straight silver line. We're sitting in the center of a Mayfair tea, but there's an ocean of static between you and me. The clock on the mantle is a rhythmic judge, while I'm holding a feeling that refuses to budge. I'm choosing my vows with a surgical care, leaving a frost in the mid-afternoon air. A soft-spoken verdict in a velvet suit, while the tree of us starts to lose all its fruit. Oh, it's a civil, no, and a gracious decline, drinking the water and leaving the wine behind. Every sorry is a wall made of stone. I'm leaving the party, but I'm coming alone. A polite little murder with a diamond cut grin, the cold-blooded truth beneath the warm-blooded skin. The umbrella is folded, the gloves are on tight. I've got an appointment with the rest of the night. It's not a rejection, it's a change in the weather, a lack of the glue that holds humans together. I'm not beneath the weight of a well-tailored lie. I'm being so kind, so you can't even bleed. A sterile conclusion is all that I need. Don't look for the fire, don't look for the spark. I'm turning the light out before it gets dark. Oh, it's a civil, no gracious decline. Drinking the water and leaving the wine behind. Every sorry is a wall made of stone. I'm leaving the party, but I'm going alone. A polite little murder with a diamond cut grin. The cold-blooded truth beneath the warm-blooded skin. Oh, I'm so sorry, truly I am the civil note, the velvet gem. No hard feelings, just no feelings at all. Watch the shadows on the gallery wall. Simply can't, I'm afraid. The civil note, the civil ready made. The civil note, the civil note, the civil made. The civil ready made. The civil note. Climbing up the spiral to the very first row, watching how the neon and the portals glow. Panoramic glass and a velvet seat floating high above the rhythm of the street. London's breathing through the morning mist, like a secret city that we finally kissed. The centrifugal pull of a sudden turn is a lesson in gravity I'm happy to learn. The engine hums a lo-fi lullaby under the heavy reach of a lilac sky. It's a double-decker view for two, painted in a shade of electric blue. When the world tilts right, I lean on you, finding a perspective that feels brand new. Shoulder to shoulder on the 59, suddenly the city feels like yours and mine. Passing by the statues and the white stone walls, echoes of the history in the marble halls. But my focus is narrow and my pulse is wide, safe in the bubble of this scarlet ride. Wiper blades keeping time with my heart. A masterpiece of motion, a work of art. Ooh, the engine hums a lo-fi lullaby. The centrifugal of a sudden turn is a lesson in gravity I'm happy to learn. The engine hums a lo-fi lullaby under the heavy reach of a lilac sky. It's a double-decker view for two, painted in a shade of electric blue. When the world tilts right, I lean on you, finding a perspective that feels brand new. Shoulder to shoulder on the 59, suddenly the city feels like yours and mine. Forget the destination, forget the stop. Let's stay forever at the very top. The world looks better from this height, tracing out the patterns of the evening light. It's a double-decker view for two, painted in a shade of electric blue. When the world tilts right, I lean on you, finding a perspective that feels brand new. Shoulder to shoulder on the 59, suddenly the city feels like yours and mine. Don't ring the bell, we're doing well. Just one more round above the ground. Double-decker view, me and you. landlord's hand is heavy on the tap, closing up the pages of the city map. I see the barmaid counting out the till, while every glass is standing deathly still. The sticky wood is cold beneath my palm, in the center of this frantic final calm. The lights are flickering a binary code, a warning for the long and lonely road. But the liquid courage hit the central vein, and I can't let you walk out in the rain. Oh, it's a last order confession in the dark, trying to ignite a heavy frozen spark before the bolt is shot and the keys are turned, before the final bridge is effectively burned. Everything I never had the nerve to say, spilling like the foam before they take the tray. The chairs are turning legs up to the sky, like skeletal remains of a Friday high. You're reaching for your coat of charcoal wool, while the gravity of time starts to pull. I've got 3 minutes, maybe less than 2, to bridge the distance between me and you. The dregs of the ale are bitter and deep, a secret that I simply cannot keep. The lights are flickering a binary code, a warning for the long and lonely road. But the liquid courage hit the central vein, and I can't let you walk out in the rain. Oh, it's a last order confession in the dark, trying to ignite a heavy frozen spark before the bolt is shot and the keys are turned, before the final bridge is effectively burned. Everything I never had the nerve to say, spilling like the foam before they take the tray. Just listen to the truth on the sawdust floor. The hurry in my heart is a rhythmic beat, drowning out the sirens on the midnight street. If the night ends here, let it end with this, a desperate word and a frantic near miss. Oh, it's a last order confession in the dark, trying to inhale a heavy frozen spark before the bolt is shot and the keys are turned, before the final bridge is effectively burned. Everything I never had the nerve to say, spilling like the foam before they take the tray. Whoa, time's up, drink it down, the quietest part of the noisy town. One last word in the neon swell, the echo of the 11th hour bell. Drink it down before the dark. The bell, the bell. It is a black-clad coffin for a six-string soul, with the battle scars of the rock and roll. A sun-bleached logo from a basement bar, back when we didn't have a getaway car. The Astoria's ghost in a faded blue, stuck next to a name that I barely knew. Layers of paper and a coat of dust, a map of the hunger and a map of the trust. The edges are curling like a tired lip, watch the history start to slip, but the glue is strong and the memory is deep, the kind of secrets that the hollows keep. It is a static geography of the sound, every venue where we should, the ground, the neon records of the nights we spent, wondering where all the magic went. In the peeling ink and the jagged lines, I'm reading the stars and the holy Manchester rain on a Friday night, a yellowing square in the morning light. Glasgow screams in a font so bold, keeping the shivering heart from the cold. We did not need a camera to prove we were there, just the ringing in the ears and the static in the air, one on top of another like a technicolor skin, tracing the places where we have actually been. The edges are curling like a tired lip. Watch the history start to slip, but the glue is strong and the memory is deep. The kind of secrets that the hollows keep. It is a static geography of a sound. Every venue where we shook the ground. The neon records of the nights we spent, wondering where all the magic went. In the peeling ink and the jagged lines, I am reading the stars and the holy signs. The baseline slides through the sticky residue, a ribbon pulse that is overdue. The handle is worn to the shape of my hand, a heavy reminder of a phantom band. If the wood could talk, it would sing the truth of the reckless waste of a melodic youth. Do not tear them off, let the layers stay, the only map that can find the way. It is a static geography of the sound. Every venue where we shook the ground. The neon records of the nights we spent, wondering where all the magic went. In the peeling ink and the jagged lines, I'm reading the stars and the holy signs. Static geography, peeling back the years, the music and the glue, the history and the tears. Close the lid, set the stage, turning the final page in the static geography. Rhythmic lack of a wooden fork, a heavy bassline like a drifting cork, steady pulse of the channel tide, nowhere for the hunger to run and hide. Wrapped in a headline from a week ago, steam rising up in a golden glow, a heavy dusting of the mouth don't flake, the kind of sting that the senses take. Malt vinegar dripping through the news, washing away the Monday blues. Sitting on a bench made of weathered oak, while the horizon wears a velvet cloak. Golden batter in a greasy folder, a seaside treasure that is centuries old. The sand is a compass and the salt is a key, unlock the heart of the winter sea. Under the arc of the vinegar skies, watching the world through a seagull's eyes, a pinch of the salt and a bite of the heat. Walking the line on a shingle street, white-winged thieves in a hungry dance, taking a rhythmic and a reckless chance. Grease on the fingers and a sting on the lip, a silver flash as they dive for a chip. Laughter ringing in a sharp-edged cry as the feathered pirates dominate the sky. The batter is crisp and the fish is white, a simple mercy in the coastal light. Discarded paper in a ribbon roll, feeding the fire of a northern soul. Golden batter in a greasy folder, a seaside treasure that is centuries old. The sand is a compass and the salt is a key, unlock the heart of the winter sea. Under the arc of the vinegar skies, watching the world through a a seagull's eyes. A pinch of the salt and a bite of the heat. Walking the line on a shingle street. White-winged thieves in a hungry dance, taking a rim, making a reckless chance. Funky guitar like the shimmer on the waves, finding the groove that the coastline saves. They say it is humble, they say it is plain, but it tastes like the sun through the English rain. A ritual dance with the salt and the wind, the point where the magic and the hunger begin. Watch your back for the shadow above, a dangerous kind of a seaside love. Under the arc of the vinegar skies, watching the world through a seagull's eyes. A pinch of the salt and a bite of the heat. Walking the line on a shingle street. White-winged thieves in a hungry dance, taking a remake and a reckless chance. Vinegar skies, the salt and the steam. Listen to the song that the gulls all sing. The last chip gone in a flash of white, fading away in the channel light. Vinegar skies, just a bite, just a bite, just a bite.
Neon tint on a shortish floor. Saw a jacket I'd seen before. The same messy curls and a slouching grace. I didn't wait to see the face, sneaking up with a playful heart. I thought I'd play a familiar part, wrap my arms around her waist. I knew her, so I thought until I caught the view. A physical lapse in my social taste. The air turned thick in the silence race, but the scent wasn't cedar or cheap cologne. It was a fragrance I'd never known. The slow motion turn of a shoulder blade, a beautiful mess that I'd accidentally made. Oh, mistaken identity, a glitch in my chemical gravity. I was looking for a friend, but I found a spark in the middle of the crowded dark. Apologies tumbling off my tongue while the night is fresh and the groove is young. You're exactly my type, by a grand design in a mistake that feels almost divine. You didn't flinch or pull away. You let the awkwardness start to play. A smirk that could stop a moving train, tracing a path through my frantic brain. You said I should check the labels next time, but your eyes were committing a different crime. A profile cut from a sharper cloth. I'm a flicker of light and you're the moth. A physical lapse in my social taste. The air turned thick in the silence race, but the scent wasn't cedar or cheap cologne. It was a fragrance I'd never known. The slow motion turn of a shoulder blade, a beautiful mess that I'd accidentally made. Oh, mistaken identity, a glitch in my chemical gravity. I was looking for a friend, but I found a spark in the middle of the crowded dark. Apologies tumbling off my tongue while the night is fresh and the groove is young. You're exactly my type, by a grand design and a mistake that feels almost divine. Put my hands around your neck, a clumsy reach and a sudden stare. The best kind of trouble in the midnight air. I'm blushing red, but I'm staying put, with one door closed and a foot in the door. dark. Apologies tumbling off my tongue while the night is fresh and the groove is young. You're exactly my type, by a grand design, and a mistake that feels almost divine. I'm so sorry, but I'm not that sorry. Let me buy the next round on this accidental ground. Mistaken identity, whatever you do, don't let me go. Mistaken identity, yeah, it's you.
Metronomic click of the toaster spring, low impulse where the shadows cling. Steady kick on a linoleum floor before I head out through the heavy door. A circle of dark on a white ceramic sea, the iron heart of the morning for me. It has lost its heat, but it kept its grit, the only part of the day that will fit. Grease turning silver on the edge of the knife, the heavy fuel for a predictable life. Between the tea and the tabloid news, washing away the computer blues. The city's a machine with a jagged tooth, chewing up the time and the rhythm in you. But I've got an anchor in the belly deep, promises that the morning had to keep. It is just cold black, putting in a heavy step, building a wall against the empty air. A little bit of iron for a soul of lead, turning the ghost into the daily bread. In the middle of the grind and the office gray, ooh, it is the only thing that is gonna save the day. Ooh, ooh, hey, hey, hey. Tie the laces tight and check the time, searching for the reason in the rhythm's rhyme. The train is a hum and the sky is a blur, everything exactly the way we were. But I feel the weight of the dark distill, a solid ground and a stubborn will. No fancy filter and no silver spoon, just the salts and the blood of a Monday noon. The city's a machine with a jagged tooth, chewing up the time and the rhythm in youth. But I've got an anchor in the belly deep, promises that the morning had to keep. It is just cold black, putting in a heavy step, building a wall against the empty air. A little bit of iron for a soul of lead, turning the ghost into the daily bread. In the middle of the grind and the office gray, ooh, it is the only thing that is going to save the day. Funky bass line through the morning mist, a rhythmic truth that cannot be dismissed. They say it is bitter, they say it is old, but it is the only story that has not been sold. Tempered in the pen and forged in the fire, a lo-fi spark for a high-wide desire. Eat the shadows and find the light, getting ready for the quiet fight. It is just cold black, putting in a heavy step, building a wall against the empty air. A little bit of iron for a soul of lead, turning the ghost into the daily bread. In the middle of the grind and the office gray, ooh, it is the only thing that is gonna save the day. Iron on the plate, iron in the bone, heading out the door in the gray alone. Cold black pudding, save the day in the English way. Just keep chewing, keep moving. Iron on the plate. Concrete and charcoal, a heavy set day. The river is lit and the shadows are gray. We're wrapped in the wool of a low-hanging ceiling, waiting for something to trigger the feeling. The city is muted in a silver plate gloom, like 1,000 people in a windowless room. But the architecture starts to tremble and shift in the quietest part of the overhead rift. The edge of the sky starts to fray at the seam, a sudden incision of a white-hot beam. The pavement is wet and the signal is clear. The miraculous minute is finally here. Oh, we're living in a 5-minute kingdom of gold, the brightest rebellion that the clouds ever told. Catching the light on a chromium wing before the great gravity starts back to swing. Don't look away, don't even blink. We're dancing right on the incandescent brink. The window panes sparkle like diamonds and salt. The metropolitan hustle has come to a halt. Squinting at statues that turned into fire, a momentary lift for the heart of the wire. The red of the bus has a neon vibration, the shortest and sweetest of city vacation. The grime of the street is a carpet of brass, watching the 5-minute miracles pass. The edge of the sky starts to fray at the seam, a sudden incision of a white-hot beam. The pavement is wet and the signal is clear. The miraculous minute is finally here. Oh, we're living in a 5-minute kingdom of gold, the brightest rebellion that the clouds ever told. Catching the light on a chromium ring before the great gravity starts back to swing. Don't look away, don't even blink. We're dancing right on the incandescent brink. The aperture's closing, the curtain is thin, trying to soak all the radiance in. It's not for the hours, it's not for the day, it's the beautiful flash that just carries away. The stopwatch is ticking on the solar flare before the great curtains return to the air. Oh, we're living in a 5-minute kingdom of gold, the brightest rebellion that the clouds ever told. Catching the light on a chromium wing before the great gravity starts back to swing. Don't look away, don't even blink, don't even dare. The clouds take the 5-minute kingdom, gone in a blink, still glowing in the memory of the light. Back to the gray, back to the night, back to the night. 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, the kingdom is gone. The kingdom is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. 4 p.m. and the sky is bruised, silver linings all confused, pavement shining like a mirror, making every ghost feel nearer. Click of heels on wet cement, wondering where the morning went. Tower, bridges lost in white, waiting for the heavy light. Mercury begins to fall, shadows dancing on the wall. Copper wires start to hum, wait for the evening beat to come. Electric fog and ember fire, taking us a little higher. The street lights blooming, rows of gold, defying all the biting cold. London's in a velvet haze, moving through the purple maze. Rhythm in the sodium glow, watch the winter city flow. Mist is thick on Primrose Hill, time is standing perfectly still. Double deckers red and bold, breaking through the liquid gold. Wrap the scarf around my neck, life is just a nervous wreck. But the groove is in the dark, lighting up the quiet park. Yeah. Mercury begins to fall, shadows dancing on the wall. Copper wires start to wait for the evening beat to come. Electric fog and ember fire, taking us a little higher. The street lights bloom in rows of gold, defying all the biting cold. London's in a velvet haze, moving through the purple maze. Rhythm in a sodium glow, watch the winter city flow. The sun is just a memory, drowning in a slate gray sea. But when the lamps begin to spark, we find the beauty in the dark. Amber fire, velvet haze, London light in the glow, in the flow, sodium glow. Leather-bound volumes on a mahogany shelf, where I'm defining the ghost of my former self. Use a Latinate roots and a multi-syllabic grace to mask the static that's written all over my face. A serifon promise and a gold leaf light underneath the weight of an academic sky. I've got 10 different ways to describe how I feel without ever touching the part that is real. Syllables stacking like bricks on my chest, finding the synonym to put us to rest. A precise vocabulary for a messy kind of soul, losing the spirit to maintain the control. Oh, it's an Oxford dictionary love that we lead, 1,000 grand pages that nobody will read. Words like a velvet and an iron rod glove, defining the shadow of the thing we call love. Heavy as a hardcover, cold as the ink, drowning in all of the things that we think. An appendix of errors and a table of grief, summarizing the moments that used to be brief. I footnoted the silence and I've indexed the pain, while we're standing like statues in the library rain. The etymology of us is a tragic descent from a fire in the heart to a sterile intent. We're just two readers in a cathedral of stone, searching for a language to call our own. Syllables stacking like bricks on my chest, finding the synonym to put us to rest. A precise vocabulary for a messy kind of soul, losing the spirit to maintain the control. Oh, it's an Oxford dictionary love that we lead, 1,000 grand pages that nobody will read. Words like a velvet and an iron rod glove, defining the shadow of the thing we call love. Heavy as a hardcover, cold as the ink, drowning in all of the things that we think. Give me a vow that is honest and raw, away from the logic and the grammatical law. Throw the book in the fire, let the definitions burn until there's nothing but a lesson to learn. I'm tired of being eloquent, I'm tired of being smart, in the heavy-set novel of a broken heart. Oh, it's an Oxford dictionary love that we lead, 1,000 grand pages that nobody will read. Words like a velvet and an iron rod glove, for. Close the cover, lock the door. A to Z of you and me, the weight of the word, the silence we heard. Oxford Dictionary love, fade into white, into the night, the end. Silver spokes against a violet sky. We're tracing circles where the swallows fly. The Thames is just a ribbon made of glass, watching all the tiny shadows pass. I feel the gears humming deep below as the city rhythm starts to slow. Big Ben is holding its breath for us, suspended in a bubble of golden dust. The air gets thin, the highway climb, leaving the pavement in the press of time. A million windows flickering bright, setting the stage for the rest of the night. At the top of the wheel where the world goes still, I'm losing my balance for the sake of the thrill. The shard is a needle and the park is a blur, but you are the only thing I'm certain of. 12 o'clock view and a heart on the line. Everything is perfect at this height of mine. Street lights looking like a string of pearls. It's the weight of the street no longer curls around my shoulders or under my feet. The silence in here is bittersweet. You're leaning close to the cold, clear pain, while London is washing away the rain. I've got a secret heavy as stone, better to say it while we're alone. At the top of the wheel where the world goes still, I'm losing my balance for the sake of the thrill. The shard is a needle and the park is a blur, but you are the only thing I'm certain of. 12 o'clock view and a heart on the line. Everything is perfect at this height of mine. For the rotation end, but I don't wanna go back down again. Stay in this capsule, frozen in space, with the starlight reflected on your face. If I'm gonna fall, let it be right here, above the smoke and above the fear. At the top of the wheel where the world goes still, I'm losing my balance for the sake of the thrill. The shard is a needle and the park is a blur, but you are the only thing I'm certain of. 12 o'clock view and a heart on the line. Everything is perfect at this height of mine. Descending slow to the riverbed, remembering every word I said. Dust and ozone dancing in the draft, slipping through the shadows of the shaft. Tiles of white are blurring into gray, where the morning paper starts to fray. The turnstiles hum a low and heavy beat below the rhythm of the city street. I see my ghost against the darkened glass, watching all the empty stations pass. No colors on the wall to guide the way, just the silver static of the day. The signal's dead, the compass is spinning round. We're losing logic deep beneath the ground. We're on a train with no name and no end, around the bend where the iron spirits bend. The screech of metal is the only song I know, in the kinetic line where the wild electrics glow. Don't check the map, there's nothing left to find. Just leave the surface and the clock's behind. Fluorescent flickers on a stranger's face, a temporary home in hollow space. We're shaking with the thunder of the rail, chasing down a cold and copper trail. There's no Victoria and no Jubilee, just emotion set in pulses free. The driver is a shadow in the dark, igniting every engine with a spark. No colors on the wall to guide the way, just the silver static of the day. The signal's dead, the compass is spinning round. We're losing logic deep beneath the ground. Train with no name and no end, around the bend where the iron spirits bend. The screech of metal is the only song I know, in the kinetic line where the wild electrics glow. Don't check the map, there's nothing left to find. Just leave the surface and the clock's behind. Mind the gap between the truth and the machine, falling through the spaces where we haven't been. The tunnels breathe a heavy velvet sigh as the world above begins to liquefy. No destination, just a heavy roll of 1,000 tons of iron for the soul. A train with no name and no end, around the bend where the iron spirits bend. The screech of metal is the only song I know, in the kinetic line where the wild electrics glow. Don't check the map, there's nothing left to find. Just leave the surface and the clock's behind. Deep in the labyrinth where the tracks collide, nowhere to go but the inside ride, still moving on. Ooh, the kinetic line, lost in the rhythm, everything is fine. A ghost of a number in the glow, the quietest ride I've ever seen. Deciding how much I should let you know. The cursor is blinking like a neon sign in a cold dark flat on the Bakerloo line. I'm rehearsal perfect and kitchen sink brave until I hear the tone of the digital grave. 3 little pings and the silence is deep, a digital promise I'm unable to keep. The air in my lungs is starting to thin before the recording can even begin. Oh, it's a silent signal on a midnight wire, a sudden retreat from the edge of the fire. I waited for the beep, then I cut of breath, a cinematic kind of a temporary death. I practiced the hello and I practiced the why under the gaze of a heavy London sky. But the weight of the vowels was a little too much for a physical world that I couldn't quite touch. It's the coward's rhythm, the dial tone blues, walking a mile in these hesitant shoes. So I let the machine take the burden of proof while I hide in the dark under a slate gray roof. Three little pings and the silence is deep, a digital promise I'm unable to keep. The air in my lungs is starting to thin before the recording can even begin. No, it's a silent signal on a midnight wire, a sudden retreat from the edge of the fire. I waited for the beep, then I cut the line, leaving the rhythm of your heart in mine. A hollow message in an empty box, a key that won't turn into digital locks. Just the sound of the ghost of a breath, a cinematic kind of a temporary death. Maybe the silence says more than the speech of the distance between us and the things out of reach. I didn't want to record in the stay, I just wanted to feel you a second away. Then I pressed the red button and vanished to gray. Cut the line, midnight wire, silent signal, no words left, binary ghost. Wait for the beat, hang it up, just a breath, silent signal. Scratching at the window pane like a beggar in the winter rain. The sky's a sheet of iron gray while the afternoon just slips away. I see the commuters in the biting breeze, hiding their faces in the skeletal trees. But the glass is a border, the glass is a shield to a secret world that the heart has revealed. Kick off the boots, let the engine stall while the firelight starts to climb the wall. The smell of the cedar and the ancient dust in a world that we can finally trust. In the arms of the old corduroy, a quiet kind of winter joy beside the heart where the world is soft while the gale is howling up aloft. My velvet island in the amber light, we're staying in for the rest of the night. Everything's cold and everything's still, let the frost do whatever it will. The springs are singing a dusty tune underneath the ghost of the afternoon. Sunken cushions and a knitted throat, watching the embers begin to glow. Air book forgotten on the carpet floor while the silence settles behind the door. It's a cracked leather kingdom, a fabric throne, the warmest hollow I've ever known. Kick off the boots, let the engine stall while the firelight starts to climb the wall. The smell of the cedar and the ancient dust in a world that we can finally trust. In the arms of the old corduroy, a quiet kind of winter joy beside the heart where the world is soft while the gale is howling up aloft. My velvet island in the amber light, we're staying in for the rest of the night. Everything's cold and everything's still, let the frost do whatever it will.
city is a freezer made of steel and glass, watching the frozen seconds pass. But I'm dissolving in the heavy heat, with the pulse of the flame beneath my feet. No schedules, no sirens, no metropolitan machine, just the space where the comfort has always been. In the arms of the old corduroy, a quiet kind of winter joy, beside the heart where the world is soft while the gale is howling up aloft. My velvet island in the amber light, we're staying in for the rest of the night. Everything's golden, everything's still, let the frost do whatever it will. Cinder and sage, the turn of the page, amber hour, quiet power, inside the glow. Let it snow, let it blow. We're not moving, the rhythm is soon. Amber hour, amber hour. Flattening the corners of the woven wool, while the gravity of June is feeling dull. The clouds are bruising like a plum in the dark, in the middle of the green of a royal park. The skyline is a sketch in a charcoal smudge, with the pigeons and the statues as our only judge. We got the hamper and the lukewarm wine, claiming a square of the borderline. The air is heavy with the scent of the clay, the beautiful thread of a typical day. We saw the forecast and we know the odds, but we're ignoring all the binary gods. Oh, we're laying out a tartan on the dampest ground, while the thunder makes a low and a hollow sound. Picnic in the kingdom of the leaden sky, we butterfly a little twinkle in the weary eye. Wait for the droplets, wait for the pour. We've seen the silver static many times before. Soggy sandwiches and strawberries in the mist, the romanticized version of a weather-beaten list. Your hair is starting to curl at the fringe, underneath the sky with the violet tinge. There's a beauty in the gloom that the sun can't reach, a quiet little sermon that the puddles preach. We're the only ones left on the emerald hill, while the rest of the city is standing still. The air is heavy with the scent of the clay, the beautiful thread of a typical day. We saw the forecast and we know the odds, but we're ignoring all the binary gods. Oh, we're laying out the tartan on the dampest ground, while the thunder makes a low and a hollow sound. A picnic in the kingdom of the leaden sky, with a defiant little twinkle in the weary eye. Wait for the droplets, wait for the pour. We've seen the silver static many times before. And the bread get wet. It's the best invitation that we've had yet, to sit in the middle of the inevitable rain and wash away the dust of the weekday grain. If the clouds wanna break, let them break right here. The water is clean and the timing is clear. Oh, we're laying out a tartan on the dampest ground, while the thunder makes a low and a hollow sound. A picnic in the kingdom of the leaden sky, with a defiant little twinkle in the weary eye. Wait for the droplets, wait for the pour. We've seen the silver static many times before. First drop on the glass, first drop on the glass, first drop on the glass, don't fold it up yet. I like being wet. First drop on the glass, first drop on the grass, first drop on the grass, don't fold it up yet. I like being wet, don't fold it up yet. I like being wet. The damp invitation, a British vacation, under stay in the rain. In the rain. Fluorescent flickers on a Tuesday night. The smell of jasmine and the neon light. A row of portals spinning in the wall, while the rain begins a steady London fall. I'm reading headlines I've already seen. You're leaning back against a number 9 machine. The rhythmic tumble is the only sound in this corner where the lost and found are found. Trading silver for a bit of time in a cycle that is perfectly sublime. Static electricity is in the air. I catch the soap suds in your messy hair. It's just a launderette love spinning around, the secret rhythm that we both have found. Between the rinse and the heavy heat, we're finding magic on a mundane street, washing the lonely from our heavy hearts. This is where the cleanest story starts, in the hum of the Launderette Love. You asked for change with a nervous grin. I felt the tumble of the world begin. We shared a plastic bench of cobalt blue, watching the colors bleed from old to new. The steam is rising on the window pane, hiding us from the shadows and the rain. Just two strangers with a heavy load on a quiet stretch of the Hackney Road. Ooh. Trading silver for a bit of time in a cycle that is perfectly sublime. Static electricity is in the air. I catch the soap suds in your messy hair. It's just a launderette love spinning around, the secret rhythm that we both have found. Between the rinse and the heavy heat, we're finding magic on a mundane street, washing the lonely from our heavy heart. This is where the cleanest story starts, in the hum of the Launderette Love. The spin cycle screaming at 1,000 miles, but we're just trading soft and steady smiles. The world is messy, but the sheets are white. Everything is coming out alright tonight. A fresh beginning in a cardboard box, among the denim and the mismatched socks. It's just a launderette love spinning around, a secret rhythm that we both have found. Between the rinse and the heavy heat, we're finding magic on a mundane street, washing the lonely from our heavy heart. This is where the cleanest story starts, in the hum of the Launderette Love. Folding the time between your life and mine. The dryer's done and we've only just begun. Warm to the touch, I love you this much, in the Launderette light. Everything's bright. Launderette Love.
Top shelf of the end, does it glow? Midnight secret, I already know. The cardboard's heavy and the plastic is cold. Liquid story that's getting too old. 14th of February, printed in black. Deadline reached with no turning back. But I leave it there by the butter and cheese. A ghost of a habit I'm trying to please. It's turned to a weight in the back of the mind. Searching for something I'm destined to find. A sensory trap in a plastic skin. Waiting for the courage to let it begin. Oh, it's our chemistry, a lingering dread. Keeping the things that are already dead. It should be gone, it should be thin, but I can't let the pouring finally begin. A curdled heart in a cold white light, holding on tight in the middle of the night, to the taste of a summer that's long since passed. In a carton that wasn't designed to last. I don't know, hey. I remember the morning it tasted like sun, before the slow separation had begun. Now it's a lesson in gravity and time, a kitchen sink drama, a domestic crime. I lift the cap and I catch the scent, a sharp reminder of where the love went. But I tighten the lid and I slide it back, avoiding the truth of the chemical crack. It's turned to a weight in the back of the mind, searching for something I'm destined to find. Us, our chemistry, a lingering dread, a lingering dread. Keeping the things that are already dead, already dead. It should be gone, it should be thin, but I can't let the pouring finally begin. A curdled heart in a cold white light, holding on tight in the middle of the night, to the taste of a summer that's long since passed. In a carton that wasn't designed to last. Yeah. Empty the vessels and clear out the shelf. A bit of mercy I owe to myself, but the habit of holding is harder to break than the weight of the silence and the heavy ache. Just one more night in the chilling air, pretending the freshness is still sitting there. Sour chemistry, let it go, watch it flow. Past the day, little too late. In the white light, in the dead of night, pour it away. Not today, sour chemistry. Sour chemistry. Tungsten heavy in my trembling hand, the smallest circle in this hollow land. The chalk is dust on the dark green wall, waiting for the gravity to make its call. I've spent a lifetime measuring the flight in the smoky ember of a Tuesday night, calculating angles and the arc of the throat, watching the distance between us grow. Steady the shoulder and narrow the eye, watching the feathered hope begin to fly. But there's a flicker in the neon sign that pulls my focus from the center line. Oh, I'm aiming for the bullseye, but I hit the wire, caught in the flicker of a cold desire. Just a fraction to the left of where we used to be, a millimeter off from you and me. The perfect score is a ghost on the board, while I'm just playing for the final chord. The cork is riddled with 1,000 scars from all the nights we spent under these bars. Double top and a triple 16, the most expensive failure I've ever seen. You're standing back in the shadow's edge while I'm leaning over the wooden ledge. The flight is crooked, and the point is dull. In the heavy silence of this evening, love, steady the shoulder and narrow the eye, watching the feathered hope begin to fly. But there's a flicker in the neon sign that pulls my focus from the center line. Oh, I'm aiming for the bullseye, but I hit the wire, caught in the flicker of a cold desire. Just a fraction to the left of where we used to be, a millimeter off from you and me. The perfect score is a ghost on the board, while I'm just playing for the final chord. Maybe the target was never meant to hold a heart that's silver and a dream that's gold. One more throw for the sake of the game, even if the arrow never learns your name. One more flight through the static air, aiming at nothing but a vacant stare. Oh, I'm aiming for the bullseye, but I hit the wire, caught in the flicker of a cold desire. Just a fraction to the left of where we used to be, a millimeter off from you and me. The perfect score is a ghost on the board, while I'm just playing for the final chord. Off center, hit in the wood, did what I could. The wire, off center, missed the mark, off center again. Tarnished crown on a Westminster Square, the scent of the rain and the heavy city air. The iron door swings with a rusty moan, a hollow stage for a dial tone. But there in the corner beneath the light, a jagged script in the dead of night, 7 digits in a faded name, frozen inside of a scarlet frame. I lift the weight of the heavy black steel, searching for something that's actually real. The pulse of the city is moving too fast, while I'm holding on to a ghost of the past. Oh, it's disconnected, ink on a plastic wall, a ghost of a number that I'll never call. The line is silent but the rhythm is deep, a promise the city was unable to keep. In a red box cathedral of shadows and dust, the memory is gold in a kingdom of rust, calling the wind and the falling rain on a line that will never be active again. The digital tide swept the booths away, leaving the relics in shades of gray. Nobody carries a coin anymore, or waits for a voice by a folding door. But I touched the grooves of the scratched out code, a secret map on a lonely road, wondering who was the hand on the pen, and if they are waiting for somewhere and when. I lift the weight of the heavy black steel, searching for something that's actually real. The pulse of the city is moving too fast, while I'm holding on to a ghost of the past. So it's disconnected, ink on a plastic wall, a ghost of a number that I'll never call. The line is silent but the rhythm is deep, a promise the city was unable to keep. In a red box cathedral of shadows and dust, the memories gold in a kingdom of rust, calling the wind and the falling rain on a line that will never be active again. Satellite signals are filling the sky, while the analog feelings are left here to die. But the ink doesn't flicker and ink doesn't fade, it's the only connection that hasn't been strayed. No signal, just a scratch on the wall. No doubt I'm waiting for the call in the scarlet cage in the iron me. Disconnected ink
Victorian mortar and a West End rain, the silent expansion of a living stain. It doesn't arrive with a thunderclap, just a quiet cartography on a city map. Low in the shadows where the sun is shy, beneath the gaze of a slate gray sky. It starts at the base of the red brick wall, waiting for the summer spirit to fall. A soft edge carpet in a shade of neon, something for the lonely to lean on. It's breathing deep while the city sleeps, watching the secrets the garden keeps. So it's a velvet takeover, slow and deep. Big green melancholy are beginning to creep. Not a sudden fracture or a jagged break, just a quiet territory. It's destined to take, it's the emerald stain on a brickwork heart, tearing the masonry slowly apart. No heavy weather, no violent sound, just the moss reclaiming the ground. Try to scrape at the dampening fur, but the lines of the edges begin to blur. It's thicker today than it was last week, a silent language I've learned to speak. Soft to the touch but heavy to bear, hanging around in the stagnant air. It swallowed the cracks and it's hidden the ground, leaving no room for the light to get out. A soft edge carpet in a shade of neon, something for the lonely to lean on. It's breathing deep while the city sleeps, watching the secrets the garden keeps. Oh, it's a velvet takeover, slow and deep. E-green melancholy are beginning to creep. Not a sudden fracture or a jagged break, just a quiet territory. It's destined to take, it's the emerald stain on a brickwork heart, tearing the masonry slowly apart. No heavy weather, no violent sound, just the moss reclaiming the ground. They say that the stone is the strongest thing until the spores begin to cling. It doesn't fight, it doesn't shout, it just puts the fire of the city out. One cell at a time, a beautiful dread, until the red of the brick is finally dead, reclaiming the ground. Slow and deep, emerald stain in the mortar, in the bone. Silent green, let it grow. Velvet takeover.
Mechanical hum in a minor key, the ghost of the hammer for you and me. A staccato pulse in the heavy dark, waiting for the flint to find a spark. Don Valley whispers in a sulfur breath, where the fire cheated a cold great death. Rows of the terraces and chimneys tall, a heavy-duty rhythm against the wall. The molten orange in a dark cool space, reflecting the lines of a weathered face. But the tools are changing to a six-string soul, turning the iron into rock and roll. From the spark of the forge to the spark of the mind, leaving the soot and the shadows behind. The gear shifts up and the voltage climbs, keeping the step with the modern times. It is a steel city groove in the heavy air, a melody born on the factory step. We are the children of the carbon and flame, playing the world like a different game. From the furnace roar to the basement light, the indie spirit is burning bright. Yeah. Centers out a pulse like a cooling rod, a dance on the cobbles where the giants try. A trident echoes in
in a concrete hall, watching the empire rise and fall. Guitars and grease and a sharp edge wit, finding the gold in the bottom of the pit. It is a Sheffield sun in a stainless sky, looking the future right in the eye. The gear shifts up and the voltage climbs, keeping the step with the modern times. It is a steel city groove in the heavy air, a melody born on the factory stair. We are the children of the carbon and flame, playing the world like a different game. From the furnace roar to the basement light, the indie spirit is burning bright. Yeah. A steel city groove in the heavy air, a melody born on the factory stair. We are the children of the carbon and flame, playing the world like a different game. From the furnace raw to the basement light, the indie spirit is burning bright. Yeah. Iron rivers burning bright in the Sheffield city groove. Let the engine move. The scent of oil and the ribbon's ghost. The thing that I should have said the most is hovering over the ivory keys in a dusty room of memories. No glowing screen and no delete, just the rhythmic heart of a metal beat. I feel the resistance, the tension of steel before I commit to the way that I feel. The striker is waiting to make a mark, a lightning bolt in the velvet dark. One heavy press and the ink is deep, a promise the paper is destined to keep. Oh, there's no backspace for the truth tonight. No ghost in the machine to make it right. Just a hammer hitting home on a wide-out soul, letting the gravity take control. If I stumble or I bruise the line, it's a permanent map of this heart of mine. In the clatter and the ding of the metal frame, I'm finally typing out your name. A smudge of black on the edge of the page, a physical sign of a restless age. If I got it wrong, well, the error stays through the ink-stained nights and the paper days. There's a beauty in the mess that I can't undo, a raw connection that leads to you. Not a polished caption or a filtered thought, but a jagged battle that's honestly fought. The striker is waiting to make a mark, a lightning bolt in the velvet dark. One heavy press and the ink is deep, a promise the paper is destined to keep. Oh, there's no backspace for the truth tonight. No ghost in the machine to make it right. Just a hammer hitting home on a white-out soul, letting the gravity take control. If I stumble or I bruise the line, it's a permanent map of this heart of mine. In the clatter and the ding of the metal frame, I'm finally typing out your name. Digital love is a flickering light, easily buried in the dead of night. But this is a weight that you hold in your hand, a physical truth that you'll understand. The carriage returns with metallic slide, with nowhere for the honesty to hide. No backspace, just the ink. Stop to breathe, stop to think. Heavy hammer, mechanical heart. This is the end, this is the start. Typewriter truth. leather strap on a thinning wrist, the mechanical ghost that won't desist. In the quiet of a Mayfair room, a tiny heartbeat, a rhythmic doom. It doesn't hum and it doesn't sing, just the metallic bite of a copper spring, measuring the distance from the boy I was to the man I'm becoming. Just because the gravity pulls on the edge of the smile, counting every weary mile, the ink in the ledger is starting to dry underneath the wide and indifferent sky. Oh, it's the silver pulse of a cold machine, ticking through the spaces in between, moving the needle, moving the soul, watching the decades lose control. It's a ribbon heist, a second at a time, the only perfect wordless crime. Around the circle, again and again, the cruelest music known to man. Oh, 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 oh. I see the lines like a city map, falling into the temple trap. I used to chase the neon and the bass, now I'm just trying to keep the pace. The watch doesn't pause for a change of heart, it's played its cold and clinical part since the first whining in a shop in Soho. Now it's the only friend I really know. The gravity pulls on the edge of the smile, counting every weary mile, the ink in the ledger is starting to dry underneath the wide and indifferent sky. Oh, it's the silver pulse of a cold machine, ticking through the spaces in between, moving the needle, moving the soul, watching the decades lose control. It's a rhythm heist, a second at a time, the only perfect wordless crime. Around the circle, again and again, the coolest music known to man. Don't wind it up, let the spring go slack, but you can't get the golden hours back. It's a steady march of a tiny gear, drowning out the voice of the fear. Click, click, the guillotine falls in the empty silence of the hall. Silver pulse, yeah, again, yeah, and again. Wow. Silver pulse, again and again, around the dial. Stay a while, moving the needle, just a machine in between the silver pulse. Hammers and glass, watching the shadows of tragedies pass. The skyline is jagged and the rhythm is wrong, like a needle that's skipping a favorite song. Oh, but there's a silver whistle in the kitchen gloom, cutting through the silence of the living room. A heavy white ceramic and a chip blue rim, making the edges of the chaos go dim. Watch your leaves dancing in a frantic swirl, a miniature storm for a miniature world. Just a splash of the cold for the amber heat, before the bitter and the beautiful meet. Oh, put the kettle on and let the world wait at the kitchen table by the garden gate. The magic of the steeping and the steam in the air is a temporary answer to a permanent prayer. Every tragedy pause for a cup of tea in the quietest kingdom, for you and for me. What did it do? The clouds and the milk are like galaxies born, mending the edges where the spirit is torn. It's not a solution, it's just a delay, a 5-minute truce in the heat of the day. Let the phone keep ringing, let the clock keep time. I'm busy listening to the porcelain chime. The warmth is a secret that I hold in my hand, the only logic left in a broken land. Watch the leaves dancing in a frantic swirl. A miniature storm for a miniature world. Just a splash of the cold for the amber heat, before the bitter and the beautiful meet. Oh, put the kettle on and let the world wait at the kitchen table by the garden gate. The magic of the steeping and the steam in the air is a temporary answer to a permanent prayer. Every tragedy pause for a cup of tea in the quietest key, for you and for me. They say that the empire was built on the leaf, on the bittersweet comfort of a sudden relief. When the sky is falling or the heart is a stone, you don't have to face the cold winter alone. Just one more pour before the sun goes down, in the center of the noise of the metropolitan town. Oh, put the kettle on and let the world wait at the kitchen table by the garden gate. The magic of the steeping and the steam in the air is a temporary answer to a permanent prayer. Every tragedy pause for a cup of tea in the quietest kingdom, for you and for me. Still steeping, still breathing, milk and sugar, the world gets softer. A ceramic sanctuary in the gray, one more sip to start the day or end the night. It's alright, cup of tea for me. For me. Yeah. For me. Gotta find a hiss in a velvet sea, searching for the ghost of a melody. We repose in a white noise rain, turning the dial to the heart again. 97 to 99, a jagged edge and a silver line. Between the static and the morning news, a sudden vibration in the suede shoes. The needle settles on the perfect spot where the air is cold but the sound is hot. A jagged riff on a London wire, setting the dashboard soul on fire. Feel the friction of the FM ghost, the transmission that we love the most. The 3-minute miracle in the air, catching the spirit completely bare. Searching for the frequency of the new, the electric blood that is pulling through. A radio rhythm in the heavy dark, finding the logic and finding the spark in the pulse of the speakers and the neon glow. This is the only thing I need to know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know the name and I don't know the face, but the rhythm is moving at a frantic pace. Baseline walking through a Soho dream, the hidden center of the sonic stream. The DJ's voice is a ribbon friend, wishing the weekend would never end. One hand on the wheel and the other on the dial, captured in the magic for a little while. Feel the friction of the FM ghost, the transmission that we love the most. The 3-minute miracle in the air, catching the spirit completely bare. Searching for the frequency of the new, the electric blood that is pulling through. A radio warning them in the heavy dark, finding the logic and finding the spark in the pulse of the speakers and the neon glow. This is the only thing I need to know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The thrill of the fun and the art of the year, the loudest secret that I ever did hear. Before the world knows the words to the song, I am right here where the rhythms belong. A digital ghost in an analog heart, watching the future begin to start. Searching for the frequency of the new, the electric blood that is pulling through. A radio anthem in the heavy dark, finding the logic and finding the spark in the pulse of the speakers and the neon glow. This is the only thing I need to know. 97.9, everything is fine. Broadcasting the goal before it gets old, just the frequency, just you and me, headed into the hits, radio.
Pastel pinks and powder blues are wearing shades of morning bruises. Portobello sleeping in beneath the sky of hammered tin. The iron shutters pulled down low where the antique spirits used to flow. My breath is ghosting on the breeze between the skeletal linden trees. No silver spoons or velvet chairs, no tourists climbing up the stairs, just the echo of a distant bell and a story that I'll never tell. In the pastel silence of the hill, the world is beautiful and still. Cold air biting through my Sunday best while the city takes a heavy rest. Walking where the shadows used to dance in the quiet of a frozen glance. The coffee steam is a white flag race through windows that are slightly glazed. Empty stalls and cobblestones, a kingdom built of quiet bones. I see the ghost of a market crowd, but the silence here is far too loud. Just me and the rows of colored doors and the rhythm of the hidden floors. No silver spoons or velvet chairs, no tourists climbing up the stairs, just the echo of a distant bell and a story that I'll never tell. In the pastel silence of the hill, the world is beautiful and still. Cold air biting through my Sunday best while the city takes a heavy rest. Walking where the shadows used to dance in the quiet of a frozen glance. Saturday ride is a memory now. The dust has settled on the furrowed brow of every street and every muse, drowning out the morning news. If I stay here until the light turns gold, will I find the secret that the houses hold? In the pastel silence of it, the world is beautiful and still. Cold air biting through my Sunday best while the city takes a heavy rest. Walking where the shadows used to dance in the quiet of a frozen glance. Sunday in Hollywood, everything is still. Pastel doors are closed, the morning is exposed. Cold air, thin air, Notting
A 50-pence prayer in the neon machine, the brightest electric that I've ever seen is glowing like amber in a corner of wood, doing the things that a miracle should. The mechanical arm makes a vintage selection, tracing the lines of a gravelly perfection. Before the first two-step guitar starts to ring, we're already bracing for the weight of the thing. It's the Mancunian swagger in a London dive, the reason the room suddenly feels alive. The dust in the air starts to dance in the light as we surrender the rest of the night. And we're all singing loud to the common chord, like a ragtag choir or a heavenly board. Doesn't matter the name or the dead of the age, we're all on the same cinematic page. The universal hum of a melody known, making us feel like we're never alone. One giant heart in a smoke-heavy room, chasing away the suburban gloom. The businessman shouting with beer on his tie, looking for stars in a low-ceiling sky. The girl at the counter is losing her place, with a 95 sunshine all over her face. It's an anthem for losers and kings of the street, for every cold heart and for every heartbeat. The lyrics are etched in the marrow and bone, a kingdom of sound on a temporary throne. It's the Mancunian swagger in a London dive, the reason the room suddenly feels alive. The dust in the air starts to dance in the light as we surrender the rest of the night. And we're all singing loud to the common chord, like a ragtag choir or a heavenly board. Doesn't matter the name or the dead of the age, we're all on the same cinematic page. The universal hum of a melody known, making us feel like we're never alone. One giant heart in a smoke-heavy room, chasing away the suburban gloom. Maybe the words don't mean what they say, but they're getting us through the grid of the day. A wall of sound and a sky full of hope, a golden ladder or a velvet rope. Don't look back in the anger of time, just let the harmony climb and climb. And we're all singing loud to the common chord, like a ragtag choir or a heavenly board. Doesn't matter the name or the dead or the age, we're all on the same cinematic page. The universal hum of a melody known, making us feel like we're never alone. One giant heart in a smoke-heavy room, chasing away the suburban gloom. Fading out slow, with the jukebox glow. Everybody knows how the story goes. The common chord, the only Lord in the night, in the light. Sing it one more time. Sing it one more time. Low frequency hum of the Mersey tide, where the salt and the silver shadows hide. A rim pulse in the heavy white, swallowing the edges of the city light.
The liver birds are lost in a shroud beneath the blanket of a velvet cloud. The water is obsidian and the air is cold, stuck in a story that is centuries old. I stand on the dock with a restless heart, waiting for the static in the world to part. I'm cranes leaning like broken trees, catching the ghost of a southern breeze. A vibration starts in the hollow chest, a deep desire that will never rest. The horizon is gone in a chalky blur, making me more than I ever were. Hear the low and wail of the siren's call, bouncing off the brick of the Albert Wall. A mournful groove for the wanderlust soul, looking for the peace that can make us whole. In the Mersey mist where the dreams go thin, waiting for the journey to finally begin. A rusted hull moves like a phantom ship, with the taste of the spray on a frozen lip. The ferry is a ghost with a riven beat, drowning out the sound of the cobbled street. Every hollow blast is a heavy sigh, underneath the gray of a nameless sky. I wanna be the wake in the water's track, leaving the shore and never looking back. A vibration starts in the hollow chest, a deep desire that will never rest. The horizon is gone in a chalky blur, making me more than I ever were. Hear the low and wail of the siren's call, bouncing off the brick of the Albert Wall. A mournful groove for the wanderlust soul, looking for the peace that can make us whole. In the Mersey mist where the dreams go thin, waiting for the journey to finally get in. Oh, 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 finally begin. Oh, 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 to finally get in. Oh, 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 to finally begin. They say the city is a pool of life, but the longing cuts like a jagged knife. The fog is a curtain that won't pull back, keeping us trapped on a circular track. One day the whistle will blow for me and carry this rhythm out to the sea. Hear the low and wail of the siren's call, bouncing off the brick of the Albert Wall. A mournful groove for the wanderlust soul, looking for the peace that can make us whole. In the Mersey mist where the dreams go thin, waiting for the journey to finally begin. Echoes from the pool, let the fog descend, where the river starts and the worries end. The deep low moan calling me home, oh, oh, calling me away, oh, oh, into the grave, oh, oh, into the grave. Plastic shell and a cardboard sleeve, a magic trick you've got to believe. Winding the gear with the jagged sound while the world keeps spinning round and round. I'm looking through the tiny square of glass, watching the seconds and the shadows pass. You're standing there in the sun-drenched haze, a masterpiece for my analog gaze. My fingers heavy on the plastic key, a shutter speed shiver inside of me. The lens is cheap but the feeling's real, tracing the way that you make me feel. Oh,
retro camera smiles, capturing hearts across the miles. In 27 frames of grainy gold, a secret story that's never been told. The flash goes blind and the world turns white, frozen forever in a lo-fi light. Just a retro camera smile. Don't move a muscle, stay right there, with the city light in your messy hair. No filter needed for the way you look. A candid page in a private book. Maybe it's blurry or a little bit dark, but I caught the ghost of a brilliant spark. It's the beauty of the things we can't undo, the chemical rush of a frame of you. My fingers heavy on the plastic key, shutter speed shiver inside of me. The lens is cheap but the feeling's real, tracing the way that you make me feel. Oh, retro camera smiles, capturing hearts across the miles. In 27 frames of grainy gold, a secret story that's never been told. The flash goes blind and the world turns white, frozen forever in a lo-fi light. Just a retro camera smile. Quiet dark of a chemical room, but I don't need a print to see the way you're looking back at me. Through the viewfinder, sharp and clear, everything I want is standing here. Oh, retro camera smiles, capturing hearts across the miles. In 27 frames of grainy gold, a secret story that's never been told. The flash goes blind and the world turns white, frozen forever in a lo-fi light. Just a retro camera smile. Keep that pose, heaven knows. Click, click, wind it back. One more shot before the black. Retro camera smiles. Yeah, we got style. One more frame of your name. Retro camera smile.
Steady flap of the heavy weave, a rim and pulse in the shirt front sleeve. Low and thrum from the neighbor's fence, waiting for the clarity to commence. Heavy denim on a nylon wire, looking for the ghost of the solar fire. Dripping silver on a patio stone, a domestic rhythm for the heart alone. The sky is the ceiling of a dusty pearl. Watch the white sheet banners all unfurl. A slow motion dance in a damp embrace, tracing the lines of a tide of grace. The pegs are holding the memory tight against the weight of the coming night. A sudden shift in the pressure of the air, a silver static in the atmosphere. Waiting for the break in the linen sky, watching the velvet clouds go by. The patience of the cotton and the soul, waiting for the sun to make us whole. Just a ribbon snap in the garden breeze, bringing the heavy world to its knees. A row of ghosts in the suburban light, waiting for the gray to turn to white. The scent of the soap and the cold wet wind, where the hope and the gravity begin. I watch the corner of a pillowcase, chasing the shadows at a frantic pace. One golden minute is all we need to plant the rhythm and a soul to see. The pegs are holding the memory tight against the weight of the coming night. A sudden shift in the pressure of the air, a silver static in the atmosphere. Waiting for the break in the linen sky, watching the velvet clouds go by. The patience of the cotton and the soul, waiting for the sun to make us whole. Just a ribbon snap in the garden breeze, bringing the heavy world to its knees. bass line under the dripping line, counting the seconds of the borrowed shine. They say the forecast is a permanent rain, but we know the cycle of the joy and pain. It isn't hard to wait in the damp and the cold for the story that the heat has never told. The steam will rise when the light hits the floor. I don't need the winter anymore. Waiting for the break in the linen sky, watching the velvet clouds go by. The patience of the cotton and the soul, waiting for the sun to make us whole. Just to really snap in the garden breeze, bringing the heavy world to its knees. Snap of the cotton, wait for the sun. The drying of the day has just begun. Linen skies, fading gold, a story that the wind has always told. Wait for it, wait for it. Snap of the cotton. Steady drip of the clouds on the red brick wall. A riven pulse as the shadows crawl. Low and from of the northern line, turning the gloom into something divine. Wet sleigh rooftop stretching to the edge, a sparrow singing on a window ledge. The air is heavy with the scent of the mill, a city moving while the world stands still. Don't need a prism for the light to break. There is a beauty in the gray we make. Tread in the obsidian on Deansgate Square, with a symphony of static in the cold damp air. The clouds are canvas for a deeper sound, a heavy velvet pinned against the ground. Wait for the river above the sudden storm, keeping the shivering spirit warm. Underneath the slate and silver sky, the melodies are born and the rhythms fly. Every raindrop is a snare on the street. Monochrome groove with a steady beat. We don't need the gold or the neon blue. The gray is the soul that pulls us through. Nostra ghosts in the iron and the stone, music etched into the marrow of the bone. The hour flowing like a dark liquid base, reflecting the pride on a weathered face. From the hacienda to the sulphur lane, there is a magic in the English rain. A lo-fi filter on a high-speed life, cutting through the silence like a jagged knife. The clouds are canvas for a deeper sound, a heavy velvet pinned against the ground. Wait for the reverb of the sudden storm, keeping the shivering spirit warm. Underneath the slate and silver sky, the melodies are born and the rhythms fly. Every raindrop is a snare on the street. Monochrome groove with a steady beat. We don't need the gold or the neon blue. The gray is the soul that pulls us through. Slate and silver, the rhythm of the rain. Slate and silver, washing out the pain in the Manchester light, in the Manchester night. The gray is the soul, the gray is the soul.